CC fam, welcome to another chapter of Faith Fit. Last time we talked about the importance of having a good posture, and I gave you some drills on how to get into the proper setup. So building on that foundation, we're going to go and talk about how to create a nice shoulder turn. We all know that a big shoulder turn is very important in order to create power and also consistency. So I'm going to run you through 3 exercises that I find are helpful in order to open up, get the upper back moving, so increase the mobility there, focus a little bit on rotation and separation from upper body from lower body, and core stability, which also helps to create that separation. So let's check it out. So number 1 is going to be open books. For open books, you're going to be laying down. You're going to be on your side. You're going to create a nice 90-degree angles with your legs on your hips, knees, and ankles. And from there, you're going to lay down with one shoulder above the other, and one palm on top of the other. You're going to take a big inhale. The palm, it's aligned with my shoulder. It's not down here and not by my head. It's right at shoulder height. So you're going to take a big inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to open up, and you're going to let your eyes follow that palm that's trying to reach the other side. You're not going to force that. You're just trying to open up your thoracic spine. And every exhale, you try to tap. If you can, great. If you don't, you know you're trying to work on it. And that's how it goes. You don't want to let here the legs go with it. So if this is all I can get, that's fine. But if I go like that just to be able to reach the floor, that defeats the purpose. So you're trying to get this knee pressing down into the floor and the knee above it just pressing down into the bottom knee. So you're going to take one inhale one more time, and on the exhale you're going to open up, try to tap, don't let those hips move or legs go. Okay, our second exercise is seated torso rotation. This is going to increase your upper back mobility and control. So in order to do this one, you're just going to find a bench or a chair where you can sit on. You're going to try to sit up tall. Make sure that your feet are grounded and flat on the ground. And you're just going to make sure that your spine is long and you're sitting on straight. You're going to cross your palms across each shoulder. You can do it with or without a club. And from here, you're going to rotate your torso. But you're going to lead with the ribs. It's not me pulling and just trying to turn. I'm really trying to turn from my whole thoracic spine, from my whole rib cage, turn it to face that way. So the TCAT here, or the hardest part, is going to be to keep the lower body still while my upper body rotates, right? So I'm going to have to focus on those hips that they don't move. So I'm going to give it a try. You're going to turn as far as you can, and at your max point, you're going to hold it for a couple of seconds, and you're going to bring it back in. And you're going to do the exact same thing to the other side. You only move as long as those hips don't move. Again, same thing, you turn, hips stay quiet, you turn, leading with your torso, your ribs, turning the other side, and bring it in. For our third exercise today, we have the bluff press, which is probably one of my favorites. For that one, we're going to need a cable or a band that's anchored into a wall, and you want to have it at chest height. You're going to stand tall, and you're going to just make sure that your feet are pressing down into the floor, because they're going to help you create some sort of anchor so you resist the twist that the band or the cable are trying to promote. So you're going to stand here, and as you extend those arms, you're going to feel how much harder it gets to keep that handle in the center of your chest. And that's the key here. You're going to extend and bend those arms without letting that cable move to the right or to the left. Neither the hips going to move, or your head or your shoulders. You're not going to raise up. You're going to keep your shoulders down, and you're going to extend those arms right there and bend it back in. You're going to do the same on the other side. And this will help you train your core to resist any unwanted rotation in the swing, which is very key if you want to create a big turn. So give those 3 exercises a try and let us know how it